What's up, Show Nation? This is Chris Singleton, and welcome to the show.
From beautiful Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Pitching in our game today, Tanner Houck. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to...
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His latest homer in an incredible season. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0.
Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. An RBI machine this year. Right near the top of the league leaderboard as the season winds down. And that one hammered. That's got a chance. And that one is going to go. He'll touch them all. His latest homer in an incredible season. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Cal Ripken Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees with 5 extra base hits already in the series. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
All over the front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
And now the lefty swung on, belted. That one carrying. Gone. His 21st of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0. And the streak is alive. He's homered now in 7 straight.
Who does this guy think he is? Joey Votto or something? Man, that's ridiculous. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
And the batter now, Babe Ruth, second in the American League in hitting. There's a swing and a drive. And out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His latest homer in an incredible season. It's 4-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Let's take another look at it, but this time with the help of StatCast.
Well, this one wasn't hit that high, but when you can launch it at 111 miles per hour off the bat and get some backspin, it'll carry enough to get out of here.
And here's the veteran outfielder, Reggie Jackson. Another solid power season. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one is out of here. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add on. It's 5-zip. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one is blasted left field towards the monster, and it's off the wall, and that's a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Tanner Houck departs, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Corey Kluber on the pitch out of the pen here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers in their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So a man aboard, and now Ken Griffey Jr. Ground ball right side. Oh, and 1 now. Sometimes at Fenway, you just got to think about trying to hit it to the back of the bullpen, right?
Right. Drive it over the bullpen. I mean, if you've got pop, put on a show.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And he can't come up with it. Here's a big power threat. Jorge Posada, 7th right now in the American League home run leaderboard. Grounder might be 2. Dahlbeck over to second. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Here's Shohei Ohtani, 8th best batting average in the American League. That one is absolutely belted, and that ball is out of here. Shohei Ohtani goes deep. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add a run. It's 7-0.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets to jog around the bases. Good for him.
Now it's going to be Lou Gehrig. That one ripped right center field. And he's got a double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. Line drive, base hit right field. Duvall quickly throws it in. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third.
Waste no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So digging in, Cal Ripken Jr. He's already homered here in this one. That one ripped. Bangs off the wall. 1 run is in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Next is the designated hitter, Babe Ruth. The solo homer his first time.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Base hit and a run comes in.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's some real power at the plate. Reggie Jackson. He's already homered in this one. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Full extension, makes the catch.
A bit of a do or die there. He lays out, makes the diving catch, and he strands a couple of runners.
Back now at Fenway. On the hill and coming off a great start, Babe Ruth. Singy always a treat when we get to watch him work.
Very crafty guy out there on the hill. A stellar career ERA in the low 2s. Very tough to get to. Just when you think you've got him figured out, he flips the script. We'll see how the hitters are able to adapt to him today.
Here's the left fielder, Raimel Tapia. He swings and fouls one off. Ruth, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a 2-seamer, and he works in a changeup. The wind and the pitch. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Swings and misses. Snuck the fastball by him.
Not too often you're going to see a sub-90-mile-per-hour fastball get by a hitter for the strikeout, especially when it's in a very hittable location like that. Makes me think he was either looking for something else completely or he tried to do way too much with that swing.
The wind of the pitch. And there's a foul ball. And he deals. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. And that one hit to first, and it goes just foul. And a pitch. Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, Any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Number 13 in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. This guy with big time power and an elite defender. Next offering is fouled back.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
And a pitch. What a start. Red Sox go down quietly, and they're down 9-0. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Derek Jeter. Chris, 2020, a special year for Derek Jeter as he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, pretty special, and everyone saw.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield, got to the spot, turned around and made a nice catch.
And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. That one ripped. And it's gone. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they tack one on the board. It's 10-0.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. It's good for him.
New pitcher for the Red Sox, Dennis Santana.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the score.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it bangs off the top of the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Put a great swing on that pitch to deep center field, and we knew it was going to be close, but just not quite enough. And I'm sure a few of his teammates might be yelling weight room at him right now, but he should definitely feel good about that one.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Line drive. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. The run comes in from second. It's 11-0.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
So up next, Lou Gehrig. He's already homered in this game. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
And now it's going to be Don Mattingly. Ripped on a line. He's got it. Runner tags for home. In to score is the runner from third, and they extend their lead.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And next for New York, Cal Ripken Jr. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now the DH, Babe Ruth.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Now to the bottom of the second. Yankees 12 and the Red Sox nothing. Back here at Fenway, bottom of the inning. And the batter now, number 50.
The center fielder, number 50.
The wide to kick the pitch. And a strike in there.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
The 0-1. And a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Still hitless in the series. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Ruth. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. He doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Eduardo Escobar stands in now and watches strike 1.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Next one misses, and a count 1-2. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have laser-like focus, slow everything.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Hasn't been their day. It's 12-0. Back here in Boston, and now here is Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
Santana back to work. Into center and a base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Hammer, base hit. Around second is Jackson. He's in there. And the lead continues to grow.
Everything came together for him. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Ken Griffey Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. Now a screamer into the outfield. Duvall right there to make the grab. Runner tags up for third, and he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Jorge Posada.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jorge Posada. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. A two-run shot, and they add a pair. It's 15-0.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Nick Pivetta comes on now.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And up next for New York, Shohei Ohtani. On the ground, Arroyo throws to first, and they get Ohtani for the out.
The third baseman, number 4,
Lou Gehrig digs in now.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
Back up the middle and a base hit.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back in Boston as we go to the last of the third. Here's Bobby Dahlbeck. Dahlbeck in his 4th year, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. There's a strike. In the air, right field. Jackson trying to get there. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
the right field,
Adam Duvall at the plate. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That's in there, and it's 0-2. Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Jorge Alfaro at the plate. Left field. Ohtani should have this one. Puts the squeeze on it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. Back here in Boston, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Cal Ripken Jr. The pitch. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. Kicks and fires. That's in there. That is strike two.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They were obviously able.
Left field, way back there, and that one is off the wall.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. This guy has turned into a beast. Well struck, right field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Reggie Jackson stepping in now for the Yankees. Line drive, base hit. One run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they extend their lead.
That's back-to-back singles for him. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Man at first. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that's in there for strike one. And the lefty with the 0-1. That's a laser base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Now back, the center field.
Ken Griffey Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. Line drive, and it stays fair. And it bangs up against the wall. 1 run is in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Jorge Posada. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. To the warning track, makes the catch. 2 away now. And that is that. Wow, what just happened? That was a total breakdown, and it's a triple play to end the inning.
Yeah, that just can't happen. You have to be aware of where the ball is in the outfield, and right there, it seemed like no one knew.
Ready to go, bottom 4. And here is Raimel Tapia.
The left field. Raimel Tapia.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound. You know, these Red Sox, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Here's Christian Arroyo.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that's in there at the knees.
Now this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
The Red Sox hitless so far in the game. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And the 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Number 13, batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Joely Rodriguez on the pitch here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now the left fielder, Shohei Ohtani. And the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So now back to the top of the order.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now here is ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 20-0.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
And now the first baseman, Don Mattingly. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. That one laced to center and a base hit.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Cal Ripken Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one is back. Into the monster seats and gone. He blasts one out to center, and they tack on to their lead. It's 22-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Ryan Brazier. He last pitched 2 days ago. In now is the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder.
Next to hit, Reggie Jackson. Base hit center field. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The throw to third, and he's out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. This one smoked out to left. Tapia makes the catch for the out. That's out number 2. Ken Griffey Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. In the air, right field. Duvall moving back for this one and puts the squeeze on that, and that'll do it. But the long ball was working in this inning, not once but twice. Last half of the 5th coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back inside Fenway Park, stepping in, number 50. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
That one close, ruled a ball. And now it's even 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Garrett moving under this one, puts it away for the out.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Devers swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. The Red Sox still looking for their first hit in this one. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Got him looking. Fastball to letters, froze him for strike 3.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Two outs, base is empty. Eduardo Escobar, El Caballo up to hit. Swings through that one, 0-1. Two outs. Bounce to the left side. Garrett sends it to first. Escobar out on the play. And that is that. And welcome back. New inning. Posada. Posada, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
Righty delivers. That one ripped. And it's off the wall. Not in time. It's a double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in.
Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Now here is Shohei Ohtani. Rips that one to right. And they get Ohtani for the out. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out. Now the third baseman, Lou Gehrig. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the fifth.
Just seems like he can't miss right now, seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
And that one is lifted in the air. Number 50 trots over to his left. Long run, tracks it down. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sac fly, and the lead continues to grow.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Mattingly, more than 1,500 runs batted in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Mattingly in the box now. No balls and a strike. Liner, base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here at Fenway Park, and here's the first baseman, Bobby Dahlbeck. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2013 in the playoffs, you caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
In the air, out towards left center, and out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. Bobby Dahlbeck blasts one out. His 16th homer of the year, and they inch closer. It's 23-1.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And here is Adam Duvall. Out towards left center. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Alfaro, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Alfaro goes 6 feet 3 inches, 230 pounds, and he's a native of Colombia. Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Raimel Tapia up to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Hit weakly on the ground. Ripken gets it to first. That is the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We're through 6 full. Back after this on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Cal Ripken Jr. Brazier back to work. That one hammered center field. That's back. And it hits the top of the wall. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
So, man aboard, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. That one ripped. And forget it. A 2-run homer, and they add to their lead. It's 25-1. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
New arm out of the bullpen, John Schreiber. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now it's the right fielder, Reggie Jackson. Ripped on the ground to second. Fires over to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
The bat, number 2, shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. There's a line drive to left field. Tapia makes the catch. 2 down.
Now the 7th.
2 outs, base is empty. Ken Griffey Jr. getting ready to hit. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Slapped foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
That one out to right. Duvall drops steps, heads back on it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the 7th. Now the number 2 hitter, Christian Arroyo.
The second baseman, Christian Arroyo.
Jimmy Cordero gets the call from the pen.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Now the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Number 13 in the box again, takes a strike.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And the righty deals. Foul ball there. Left-hand hitter waits. And he hits a ground ball right side. Mattingly steps on the bag. And a couple of quick outs.
Number 50.
Number 50, the next to hit. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. And a foul ball left side. Right-handed reliever. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. We're at the top of the 8th, and here's the catcher, Jorge Posada. The right-hander back to work. Line drive, Adam in center field.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Shohei Ohtani stepping in now for the Yankees.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back there. Out of here. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 26-1.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So the lineup flips over, and now Lou Gehrig, not your prototypical leadoff guy, gets on base, yes, but also some power. That one's on its way, no question about it, and that one will go. Another one. Back-to-back homers, and they boost their lead. It's 27-1.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Kenley Jansen takes over on the mound.
And he's had a tough go of it against left-handed batters this year. They've been hitting him hard, so we'll see how he does here.
One down. John Mattingly will hit next. Lifted in the air, right center field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Cal Ripken Jr.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. And first offering is fouled off. Remember when Kenley got a chance to play in the World Baseball Classic as a catcher for the Netherlands in 2009? And you think now he wears number 74 because that is his house number in Curacao. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, this guy on the mound understands that this batter's trying to take him deep. I think the key here is change speeds. Keep him off balance.
Hard hit, knocks it down. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning.
Make a great catch like that. It's all about timing the jump. His timing was perfect. Excellent grab, and he comes down with it. The inning is over.
Back here at Fenway, bottom of the 8th, and here is Devers.
The designated hitter.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know. You want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the
Your attention, please. Now pitching for New York.
pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Wandy Peralta into the game.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here comes the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. That one to first. Mattingly takes it to the bag. One up, one down.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
And stepping in for Boston, Eduardo Escobar. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And now the first baseman, Bobby Dahlbeck.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
All set to start the 9th in this one. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. And the pitch. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. And it's out of here. He's done it again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add on. It's 28-1.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Reggie Jackson. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Grabs it on the run. And there's one down. And next for New York, Derek Jeter. Kenley Jansen's been one of the best closers we've seen over the course of the past decade. Chris, he's moved into the top 10 all time in saves. to third. And he'll be safe at first.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if these guys are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Man at first with one gone. Ken Griffey Jr. now at the plate. Kenley is also the Dodgers' all-time saves leader with an even 350. Ripped into right field, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Over to third, but the throw's offline.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
2 on with 1 out, and up next for New York, Jorge Posada. The other way. Brings it in, and that should get the job done as he tags from third. The run scores from third, and they extend their lead. Here's the left fielder, Shohei Ohtani. Now fly ball to right center. Number 50 gliding to his left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Back here at the ballpark. And now the
For the Red Sox, the right fielder, Adam Duvall.
right fielder, Adam Duvall. Jonathan Loaisiga on a pitch out of the pen here. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Got it by him for the K. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Alfaro batting with 1 down, takes a strike. 0-2 as he waves at that one. Kicks and deals. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's his second strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Tapia in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Fought off foul. Got him. And that'll do it.
Another day, another win. I really think these guys have forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
Well, this one ends in a blowout, and the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire be saying